Neymar, he chose not to go with those kind of players that are much more meta in the game. He chose to go with Leverkusen. I believe that's a team that he is trying to prepare for. Uh, I think he that is one of the teams that he loves playing with, because especially cards like Diaby and Bailey up front are going to be extremely good because of their 99 agility and 90 plus balance, and just a commanding victory for Saransh here. As you can see the stats, it's 8 shots, 8 on target with 71% possession and just the one shot for Vrish. He did try, but I'm sure he has a lot to learn, and he'll come back much stronger. He'll want to go back and look at this game and see where he went wrong, maybe include some of those skills that Saransh was performing in his game. It was just a massive composure on his part. In all of those goals, he did not stop. So you can see the variety that Saransh can bring to the table, and the way that he presses the opponent just does not give them the ball. Having 70% of the ball in in an opposition's half is, I mean, if he continues to hold this much of the ball, it's going to be very difficult for any opposition to fight back. But yeah, this was a very good showing from Saransh in this game, and he moves on to the next round of the tournament, which is going to be the quarterfinal. That is going to be the next match being TTV D33K plays versus Sarcasm, and that's going to be another very, very, very good affair. And again, now Saraj is going to be sitting, waiting for his next game, because he knows he's done his part in absolutely demolishing his opponent there with a 5-0 considerable victory. And yeah, he's now going to be watching the next game versus the D33K plays and Sarcasm, and he's going to be seeing what they're about. I do know D33K plays aka Darvesh, and he is one of the best killers in the country. And I can't wait for him to see what he brings to the table. And in fact, Saransh and Darvesh have played against each other multiple times as well. So Darvesh probably the favorite in the next game, but again, this game I believe Saransh has gotten the feel for his players in in the midfield, defense and attack, and he has a set game plan, and that is probably the most important part in this tournament. And now we will take a short break and be right back with you with the next one.
I'm glad I came here.
I had a lot of fun. I didn't expect it to be so much fun.
It was definitely a whole new experience.
I would definitely tell my friends about it. Like, I went crazy.
You don't realize how time flies over here. It was insane how much I enjoyed it.
Welcome to Microgravity, a destination that will take you to the future. This is India's biggest virtual reality gaming zone.
I think it was pretty great. I didn't expect gaming to be something so physically tiring.
As soon as you wear that headset, it feels really real. It feels like, you're in this completely different space.
And you're actually moving in different dimensions. So it's pretty crazy how you can just move up and down, but you're in the same flat.
Zombies would attack us and the building would collapse, and it was pretty fun and it was very intense.
So I really liked, my favorite game was actually the zombie prison game. And the experience was so real, and just like playing with friends is also a lot of fun, I feel.
So the skiing was a lot of fun. I mean, I didn't expect it to be that much fun, but when I held the joysticks and like I moved my hands, I actually felt like I was skiing. And I've done skiing in real life, and to be honest, this is better than actually skiing.
And I've just, spent the last half an hour, on the St. Andrews Old Golf Course, which is the School of Golf. And it's been an amazing experience. And the bunkers, the fairway play, the rough play, it absolutely, feels like that you are playing on the real, golf course.
My favorite games was the roller coaster game, and in that there was a whole 360 turn where our whole chair turned downwards, and I feel like I haven't experienced anything like this before.
I took the headphones out, I kept it somewhere, and these guys came and they sanitized everything and they gave it back to me. And I was actually assured myself that this is a safe space. It gave me that assurance, and I was able to move freely. I was able to enjoy with a peace of mind.
I think the best part was that the sanitization program that has been implemented over here is by far the best I've experienced as compared to any other place that we go to, any other public place that we've been to. They sanitize all the equipment after every game that we play. After coming here and seeing the entire sanitation program and ensuring that they have tags on the equipment if it's sanitized or not, actually somewhere it made me feel safe over here. So I'll be coming back again.
And here you are able to, have support available to be able to improvise the experience through software as well as through the technicians that are guiding you to maximize what the software can do.
It was so cool. I suggest the free room because that was one of the best. We had to fight for our survival, and the VR racing game was so cool. The VR car.
It was awesome. So I think it's great for parents to team up with their kids. It's great for siblings. It's great for friends against each other or together. So for me, I wish when I was a kid I had something like this.
Welcome back everyone to Microgravity FIFA 21 Championship, and we have the second game coming up, which is between Darvesh and Sarcasm. Now, I do know Darvesh, which is D33K plays, and he is one of the most skillful players in the country. He knows that when he is in the opposition's half, he is one of the hardest players to stop, because he knows, like, just like you saw with Saransh there in the last game, Darvesh probably has even more skills in his arsenal, and he is lethal with them. Now, what Darvesh brings to the table is not just that. He has been competing in the global series competitions throughout the year. When he first hit Elite 3, Elite 1 in the first few months of the game, which is a huge achievement, which is 27 wins out of 30 games in the weekend league, and not too many people can actually have the skill to pull that off. Now he brings in a lot of competition coming in, and sarcasm will have to show up and show that he can perform at the same level that Darvish is playing at. Now Darvish has been competing as well for the past years in Delhi, and been very successful. So it's again going to be a game which might not, but a great sarcasm to show that he can be up there with the best in the country, and we can possibly have a huge disappointment in if sarcasm actually manages to beat Darvish. Now, what is going to be very, very, very important for all the viewers to know is that in this tournament, all the attackers have 5-star skill moves and 4-star weak foot, and all the other midfielders and centre backs do have a 4-star combo. That means that all of the cards that these players are going to be using in the in the attack and the midfield, all have the identical stats. So what is going to come into play is the body types of these cards and the traits that they receive. Now, moving on to the game, which is going to be kicked off now. Um, it's going to be very interesting to see which teams these guys have chosen to play with, and I can see that there is an Mbappe waiting in the practice arena. And you just know when you see Mbappe, you know it's going to be PSG, which I believe is going to be one of the teams that is going to be most used in this tournament, because it just has the likes of Mbappe and Neymar, which have the unique body type, right? And the unique body type basically means that they have a custom body type in game that just feels better. Even though the stats may all be the same for all the players, these cards have that little extra something that helps them move on the pitch. And yes, we do have kickoff with FC Bayern starting off with Davies, probably one of the best left backs in the game, and one of the most talented left backs in the world as well. Kicking off, Bailey again on the ball. Again, you see a lot of this Bailey coming up because everyone knows how agile that card is on the game, and the lean body type really helps him basically move in and out of the left stick dribbling with ease. Now, of course, we all know about how strong Bayern is and what kind of shooting prowess that Lewandowski possesses, right? Like, he is arguably the best number 9 in the world, and Lewandowski just holding up the ball, giving it to Goretzka, Kimmich again. This Bayern team is probably one of the strongest teams that anyone can pick from. Even though all of them have the very same stats, it's the fact that most of these Bayern players have the unique body type, which helps them. Like, example, Davies, he is so good on the ball because EA have actually given him a unique body type. Again, it's going to be, it seems like it's a very cagey affair right now. Everyone's It's the first 10 minutes, they're feeling out their controllers, trying to get warm on the sticks. Fosu Mensah on the ball, trying with the cancelled croquetas again. That's a great chance for Bailey here, and then what a save that is by Neuer. A sensational save by Neuer here, where, I mean, of course, we all know how good he is in real life, and he shows the same kind of quality in game as well. Gnabry running down the wings again. I mean, that was a great chance by Bailey here, and I genuinely like that. That seemed like 100% chance, but Neuer showing his world class quality, a great through ball. I mean, across into the box for Lewandowski there. Of course, the big tall Lewandowski, who is so good at heading. Right, he'll surely want to abuse that his height and heading accuracy in going into this game. He is essentially the perfect target man, Lewandowski. And what target man target men do best is hold up the ball and score headers. Nabry again on the ball, trying to find spaces, and this is great work. But Sinkraven again, that's a great interception. We're seeing Sinkraven again in the lineup, used at centre back, because you can see that compared to Wendell, he is much bigger in game. So he brings more of a presence. He has longer legs for those interceptions, and that's why people are using him rather than Wendell. And this is going to be a great chance for Bailey. What a shot and another save! That's not really composed shooting from Leverkusen there, because that shot seemed to lack a lot of power and was aimed right at the keeper, and that's an easy save for a very good chance created. Singraven again on the ball. Bender passes it off. He chooses not to go with the attack, right? He chooses not to go with a direct corner kick. He chooses to play it around the box, and he loses it. But he did look a little threatening there. If he did actually find the right pass or the right skill move at that point, and that's a great interception there. He expected that, and this is going to be a he's wasted that chance. That would have been a very good chance, because it was a 2-on-2 situation there, if he had found the right pass to Bailey. And Sane again on the ball, trying to run down the byline again, feed the ball to Lewandowski, who he knows, unlike Bailey, will most probably score um, from in front of the net, because he is just that prolific. Kimmich again on the ball, pass it off to Goretzka. Lewandowski, that's some great passing to Muller. Can he find another pass to Lewandowski? And that's some great left stick dribbling by Bayern there. That was he sold two of his players there, and maybe if he would have looked for an extra pass, that would have been a certain goal. You can see that these guys are playing extremely well. The only thing that they lack at the minute is that little bit of extra composure, which I'm sure they'll bring into their game as the game goes on, because they are again getting used to the connection, getting used to the players, and I'm sure we will see some goals flying in, because both of these guys have looked so good going forward. You can see that Bayern is extremely good with the passing. He knows how to play around the edge of the box and always be a threat. On the other hand, Leverkusen has been uh, pulling out all the skills on the table, and that is offside. So two very different, varying play styles, but in my opinion, Bayern has been little bit more dominant in this half, because they've been able to hold so much of the ball. That's going to be a great chance for Diaby, and a great turn and a finish. What a chance! What a goal! This is the composure that I was talking about. A great shot cancel there, where he completely left the defender in dust, and he just had so much space after that shot cancel. And Bayer Leverkusen with the 1 goal lead. And Bayern, even though he's dominated the possession, has not come up with a goal. More shots on target as well. But the one shot that Bayer Leverkusen has, uh, he's made it count, and that's a great first half. You can see that now the players have warmed up. They know exactly what they're doing. We can see the two distinct play styles from the opponents, and here you can see, like, it's a much more close affair than the previous game that we saw with Saransh. 63% of the ball held by Bayern, and 37% only, but with more shots on target and the goal to show for it. I think this brings a lot more confidence to Darvesh while playing the game, because I think this is going to be very key. The 1 goal, I believe he is going to now hold on to the lead, and definitely now try to hold the ball himself, because I'm sure he did not enjoy keeping so much of the ball with the opposition, and he would want to show off all his skills, for sure, right? And 63% possession is quite a lot, and it can get quite frustrating. And like, just the game how football is, the more possession you have doesn't necessarily mean that you will score more goals, but that definitely means that you will create, you at least have the opportunity to create more passes. And what a goal that is by Bayer Leverkusen there. That was a one-man show. Incredible finish by Bayer Leverkusen. You can see that he is now very confident with the players that he's using, and he completely, with the shot cancel, sold all of his players, and you can see the quality that Darvish is bringing in onto the table here. And again, Bayern now have to pull up their socks and try to actually get a goal as soon as possible. Hopefully, he'd be hoping before the 70th minute, I believe, to actually put on some real pressure on Bayer Leverkusen. But you can see that Bayer have looked much more dominating in the second half, and you can see the confidence that is oozing out of them, because now he is pressing. Now he is the one holding the ball rather than letting Bayern sit off, hold the ball at the edge of the box. You can see he's pulling off the defenders, pulling off the fullbacks, and trying to press again successfully as well. Bayern surely needs a reset. Hopefully he realizes that this tactic may not be working too well for him. This formation, he's not been able to create or hold the ball in midfield at all. He hasn't looked threatening at all. I don't believe I've seen Bayern get close to the box of Bayer this game at all. And again, he is trying, but as you can see, as soon as he comes closer to the Bayer's half, it's just been stolen from him. The press has been extremely precise by, oh my god, that's an incredibly weighted pass by Leverkusen there, and a great block. As you can see, like the difference from the first half to the second half, Bayer have barely given the opposition any time to breathe, and that's a great shot. You can see, like I was saying, Darvish is bringing out all the skills in the book and selling all the defenders of Bayern. It's just not looking too good for Bayern here. Fosu Mensah on the ball. There's going to be another goal. Bailey, easy, a scoop turn, near post finish. I mean, this is the performance that you would expect out of Darvish and Bayer Leverkusen, which is turning out to be a fan favorite in this tournament. Again, a great showing by Darvish. You could see he was knocking on the door. He was constantly knocking on the door, and he created enough chances this half. And the fact that he's been clinical compared to the first half just shows that now he knows what he must do when he faces up against Saransh in the quarterfinal today. And that is going to be one of the games of the day. I'm telling you, because I have seen them playing against each other, and I have seen them play individually, and they all ooze quality. And the way that they play is not so different. They both love pressing high, and they both know exactly which skill to rip off at what time. And the fact that these guys are so good with the player lock and the cancel crocketters, it just shows that that is going to be one tasty affair. I'm not trying to call Bayern out of this game, but it surely looks very difficult. He has to turn on constant press, go all attacking, because 75 minutes on the clock. It's a good opportunity by Bayern there again. He chooses to not do that extra skill move, extra touch that would have been a 100% opportunity. Instead, he goes for a shot after a very well built attack, and it just, the highest level is just not enough. You always have to look for an extra pass, an extra skill move to completely beat the opposition. And that's what Bayer have done so well in this game. Now dominating, holding the ball on the wings, ball rolls scoop, lightning quick skills, Gray on the ball. Again, now he doesn't have to worry. All he has to do is hold the ball. He's doing what his opponent did to him in the first half. Cancel croquetas, all of that coming out right now. Loses the ball cheaply though. He would want to keep a clean sheet in this game and show his utter dominance. He would not want the competitor in him would not want his opposition to score even one goal. Again, Arias with a great tackle there, and as you can see, the fullbacks have all bombed forward, and that leaves so much space for Darvish on the counter. Bellarabi on the wings, a great skill move there, and that's another chance. A good save by Neuer. To be honest, I believe Neuer is probably man of the match for Bayern here. He's pulled out some cracking saves today. Again, Sane loses the ball there, not being able to do much. Some very good defending by Bayern. Again, another chance. Diaby on the ball, something that we're getting used to. And as you can see, he is bringing out all the skills. Uh, and he knows that he's won this game. So he wants to score the best goal of the tournament. And knowing Darvish, I'm sure that is the award that he would probably be most excited for, because he's the one who is the flashiest player in the tournament by far, and for him to not have the best goal of the tournament would be a pity. And as you can see, he is going for those fancy skills, but I mean, it was after a slow start in the first half. It was a very, very dominant performance by Bayer Leverkusen here. A 3-0 victory for Darvish over Sarcasm. It was something that we did predict, but I mean,